All right, little progress update on the Mamba120. I've got the rudder glued in. They're the hinges. The tail wheel is glued on. Really like this kind of contoured tail wheel for some extra strength. And nice little wheel on it. This is quite well done as well. Only 2 screws, so Loctated those. I put in the ball link for the steering. Pretty straightforward, not much to do. All Loctite. Got the gear on, so it's just 4 bolts, and then we've got the lock nuts on the inside. Pretty standard axles and wheels. I like the wheels, and I like the black bushing that's in the wheels, so there shouldn't be any squeak on these ones. They're like a plastic bushing. I still have to take off these wheel pants and put a kind of a ring of carbon fiber with some West system. I go around here, and then I also put strips of carbon fiber here because usually the wheel pants will break. So I want to do that still. This is the carbon fiber that I use. I think it's 6 ounce. So it's not super thick. And then look at that old bottle, nasty. Anyways, that's the West system and the carbon. Pretty standard with the DA120. The holes are already marked. It's 20 mil standoffs. So I did 18 mil standoffs with a 2 mil washer to kind of spread out the load. And they talk about putting in blind nuts, but I did the quarter 20 bolts with lock nuts on the inside. And what I also do to prevent the wood from compressing is I drill 3 holes around just kind of where the washer meets, and then I put I think this is 1 mil. I put 1 mil carbon rod in here and cut it off. And so if you've got 3 of those around the hole, when you clamp it, you can't compress this carbon very well. So just adds a nice little extra bit of anti-compression so that over time this wood doesn't compress and things go loose and you start to get vibration. So anyways, some progress there. Let me just flip it over. So there it is mounted. Got the bolts with some extra washers, really nice carbon plate here as well, or carbon laminate. So I noticed when I started to torque up, there was absolutely no compression at all there. So super happy about that. That's my hole for the fuel line. I'm going to line that hole because that carbon is pretty sharp, so I don't want it to cut. And I've got a hole drilled as well for the throttle. Plate goes on, good fit. And I'm gonna be able to mount the ignition right here and run it down to the spark plugs. So it should be pretty straightforward. There's lots of space here, so I can keep the ignition on the outside. Anyways, coming along.